From New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
I'm doing okay. Let's get started. It's time for... Yes, come on. All right, so here's the deal. Nick Cannon, who always is a loose cannon, we know him for being that, you know, that's why he's my guy. He says it like he means it. You might be mad at him for a week, but then he's back in action in your heart. So, okay, Keyshia Cole is 38 years old, and she's got this boyfriend, Niko, who's 23. And they were on Nick Cannon's radio show when Nick, well, take a look.
To be in a relationship and to start a family with someone like this, I mean, I've been in that situation before where I stepped into royalty, to elder, and she guided me, and she, you're an elder.
I am not an elder.
You are his elder.
I am not his elder.
Yes, you are. Embrace it. You are his elder.
No.
What would you call it?
Is your elder.
She is. She was.
I am not.
And I embraced it.
So it's funny because my co-host, you all immediately got it. I heard some comments when he said the word elder. That's exactly it. All right. So Keisha's boyfriend's 23. She is 38. Okay. So does that make her his elder or just an older woman? That's what I say, an older woman. There's something about elder, like, only when I'm sarcastic to my parents do I call them elderly. You know, and I always do it tongue-in-cheek with a laugh, like, you know, you all are elderly. We don't need to be going there. I already called up. There's a whole bunch of steps. I don't want them, and you don't need them. Or something like that. Elder is just... It's like calling a beat-up car a battle axe. That's like that's a word from back in the day. If you're old enough to know, I am. But and I don't consider Mariah Nick's elder. She's just a woman who's older than him. There's certain words that you don't want to be called unless you know the person who's calling it to you and it's like in a silent area, like the N-word. Like, there are black people who throw that around at the kitchen table all the time. But that's because, you know, you're in the house and you know, where you at, N-word, or whatever. But, and women, we don't want to be called a bitch unless it's from particular people and it's for a particular way. You know what I'm saying? Like when Nene calls, bring. Right. It's like laughter. But anyway, Nick, we still love you. We forgive you. You know, Keyshia, but I have to say, what are you doing with a 23-year-old boy? And why are we, oh, wait, maybe that was wrong. I called him a boy. He's a grown man. I stand corrected. What are you doing with a 23-year-old young man who still has his whole life to figure out? In the meantime, you have a child, you've been around, and you're 38. Like, that's not even, If I were with a 23-year-old and I was 38 years old, I wouldn't even have it at the microphone at Nick. As a matter of fact, I tell him, you wait back here at the hotel, you know, I'll get you a babysitter. They have a 3-month-old together though, so therefore she's stuck. Or he's stuck. Either way, it's a stuck situation. But you know what? At least he's sticking up at 23 years old. At least he's sticking up for his kid and his girlfriend, which is more than I can say for Owen Wilson. Norman, I am not looking at you.
Don't look at me.
Funny thing is I wear glasses to see stuff, but my peripheral vision is always on fleek. I don't even have to look over there. Wait. Clearly the chief did not make this. It's boiling. No, you have to listen very close. Owen Wilson, you are no good. I don't know how we could see some of those kids' movies ever again. Like what?
The Wedding Crasher.
And that one
Night
too.
at the museum.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, father figures.
Got a nerve to be playing a dad when you're not even a dad in real life to your newest baby. All right, so he's the actor Owen Wilson. Here he is. He's got a child he has never met. Now hold on, this story goes in deep. We've got footage and everything. Okay, so he's got an ex-girlfriend. Her name is Varunie. There she is, Varunie. Varunie.
Yeah.
If you didn't see her, wouldn't you think she was something other than what she looks like? Varunie. Anyway, he's got a 1-year-old daughter, and he wants nothing to do with this daughter. Now, he and Varunie were dating on and off for 5 years. And to me, you don't date somebody on and off for 5 years and then have a baby. This sounds like something where, like, she was the drive-by queen or something like that. You know how there's some women who do things for you that another woman wouldn't? Suzanne? Yeah. Uh-huh. No, you know what I'm saying?
I almost choked on my mint.
No. But you know what I mean?
Yeah,
maybe she liked to choke on his mint.
Exactly.
I mean, you're over there choking on mint. No, but no, everybody.
Yes.
Look, I'm trying to be mature.
Mm-hmm. No, you're right.
You know what I mean? Like, there's some women who will do certain things that other women wouldn't. And then there's some men who wouldn't even ask, you know, because sometimes men can be corny, like they don't want you to wear makeup because you're the girl, but the girls that they hook up with wear all kind of makeup. You know, they don't want you to have a nice body. They like it when you're fluffy or whatever it is that they, not to say fluffy is not a nice body, but you know what I'm saying? But the girls that they cheat on you with are built like 36, 24, 36. They don't want you to do certain things in the bedroom because they don't want to think of you that way. But the girls they hook up with do it all.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean.
Yep.
So this Varunie, okay, is alleging that she has a 1-year-old daughter and he wants, they took the blood test, right?
Yeah.
So why am I saying alleging? All right, just to stay out of hot water over here. Look, he's never admitted to being the father, but the blood test doesn't lie. Allegedly. Take a look, listen very closely. The paparazzi caught up with him, and this is what he did. You have to be quiet to listen. Go ahead.
What's going on, Owen? How you doing? Got any plans on seeing your baby anytime soon? I'm sure your child would like to meet you.
Well, honey, here's what she had to say.
Owen has never met Lila.
No, are you serious? Still.
Never.
Wow. I mean, does he help financially at least?
Yeah, he helps financially, but it's never been about that. Lila needs a father.
Wow. I mean, it's just so surprising. He seems like such a nice guy, you know?
I know, it's ironic how he keeps getting these father roles. He's playing a father in his new movie, and he's never even met his own daughter.
Well, here's what I would suggest that she does. Stay pretty, go on with your life, and take his money. Also, yeah. Also, if I were her, I wouldn't even want him in the child's life or my life. Like, at one, the child will never remember. What she needs to do, though, is not get married again, because I don't know what the law is once because she was never married to him. But say she gets married and then all of a sudden, you know, he cuts down on the child support or something like that. She can fall in love. I wouldn't even live with another guy. I would have the other guy, like, you know, come over with a toothbrush and leave. He can come over every day. But just never get mail at my house, you know what I'm saying? Always have your own apartment. And for the little girl, look, there are lots of kids who grow up with no father and they turn out fine. There are lots of single women who raise kids fine with no problem. But to be fighting him about this it's pointless, Varunie. Varuna. And one more thing, this should be the last that we hear from you regarding this, because the more you badmouth him about his movies, the more the box office will crash, and that'll cut into your child support, you know? So just let it go. It's terrible, though. Like, how are you gonna get somebody pregnant and then just walk away? It's bad enough when you do it if you're in the private sector, but you know, he's an entertainer. You play dads in movies. You are no good. Let me tell you something else I think is no good. Now, Issa Rae, I really do love you. I've never met you, but you know, you are a powerhouse in the industry right now with one specific thing that you're doing wrong. So Vivica, right, A. Fox, I've known Vivica for a long time. I found a throwback picture, and it was in my office under the couch. This picture was like, oh gosh, this was a very long time ago. It was a long time ago. Look, there's Arnell Simpson, OJ's daughter. Then there's Vivica. And then there's me, I'm on the radio, the girls came to interview with me. And then there's, she looks like Keyshia Cole, but she is, what?
Paula J. Parker.
Right, Paula J. Parker. They've always been compared to looking like each other. And then this right here, that's, I believe, Dominique Dawes. I believe that's
really?
the, y'all.
It does look like her.
No, that is her.
Yeah.
And I remember when the girls came, they interviewed with me on the radio, and they all bought me, well, Paula was carrying one, but this is a Coach bag. It's made of silk. They bought me a red one and a mustard color one. And it was just a good old time. And Jada Pinkett was there too, only I guess she didn't want to be in the picture because at that time, I mean, you know, maybe I was talking about her husband. Maybe it was a press junket and they were forced to come to the Bad Girl show and she didn't want to be part of the picture, but that's okay. I remember it very well. Anyway, so I've known Viv for a very long time, you know, and she's throwing shade at Issa Rae. As well she should. Well, this is the way I see it. Issa Rae recently announced that she's doing a remake of 1996 Set It Off. Now, clap if you think that this iconic film needs to be remade. Not one person. Issa Rae, you need to call Queen Latifah. You need to call Jada separately. You need to call Kimberly Elise and definitely call Vivica and say, oops, I'm sorry, you all. When the movie came out, I was only 11 years old, and she was. But I watch it all the time. It comes on like every weekend. I always stop, right? It's comfortable watching. And so they were on Entertainment Tonight, and Vivica was asked how she feels about the remake, and she feels like I do, but you take a look.
How do you feel knowing that after all this time, people still want to relive the magic of this film?
Vivica.
Vivica, I cannot. Well, tell me why.
Okay,
why,
I'll give you an answer.
Why do you
it's
give
a
me that
classic. Leave it alone.
Okay.
There's absolutely no reason to try to redo it. It's been done. That film has become a cult classic, and some things are just better left. Like, create your own new franchise. That if you want to do a new film of girls robbing banks, create your own thing.
I mean, there are so many classic scenes in that film. One that rings to my mind right now is when Queen Latifah was speeding through the tunnel and she lit a cigarette and she's holding it only by her lips while she's running that stick and the seat's all the way back. You know how like men drive a car? And she's all the way back and the cops are behind her and then the cops already blocked off the front of the tunnel and there was no going back. Latifah was about to die, her character in the movie. At the end of the movie, everyone dies but Jada Pinkett. Like, you can't, I don't want to see a part 2, not even with these girls. Just leave there's certain classics, you all try to remake them and even they fail. Very few classics do really well. I don't like to see remakes, but just sticking with this one right here. Don't do it, Issa Rae. You're not that good. You're good, but you're not that good. No, nobody is. Nobody is. I don't care if they got all 4 girls together from the original and tried to do something like Life Goes On. Well, first of all, 3 of them are dead. So what are they going to do? You know? If life went on. No, I don't even want to see that. I don't want to see a remake of Boys in the Hood. No.
No, Ricky died in that.
Yeah.
Right.
Who died?
Ricky. Morris Chestnut.
Ew, anyway, sorry, Issa Rae. We still like you, but and you're young. Maybe you didn't know any better regarding that, but leave our classic alone. Yeah. It's truth time with the co-host. A new segment. Clap if you've ever taken nude pictures, and I mean all the way naked. Go. Okay. I guess the cameramen were instructed not to swing to the audience. They were instructed not. Okay, so look, we're getting a little protective of the co-host. That's not my idea, but the lawyer lady, I guess, said don't show them. We don't want to disgrace you. You still have homes to go to. Okay, clap if you regret taking those nudes. Oh. Only a few. All right. Well, Gayle King has admitted that look, I was shocked too. She admitted that when she was back in college, she was dating a photographer and she felt very trusting. And she was on the Ashley Graham podcast. And take a look.
Once in college, I was dating a guy who was a photographer.
Okay.
And I thought, okay, let's have a sexy photo shoot. Now, my idea of a sexy photo shoot, I was nude, but actually I was wearing rollers. This was back in the day where you wear pink foam rollers.
Cool. That's like very Maryland.
That's so stupid.
No.
I mean, and I'm posing, I'm doing all the
things.
things.
What are you doing, like 50s poses?
I mean, just, you stick your butt out, you stick your boobs out. He's a photographer, so I went with him to the dark room to develop them. And then when they were done, I got all the negatives, so I know that they will never see the light of day.
I was gonna say.
The thing is that just because you got the negatives, I don't know, people try to get really tricky these days, and probably those days too, about what they think that you have, but you really don't have the right negatives. The negatives are from like a dog photo shoot from back in the day. If I were Gayle, I wouldn't have even admitted that right now, because that photographer, if he's gonna be around her age, he's still young enough where, he's part of pop culture. Gayle has become this big star, and maybe he needs a few dollars. So maybe he's scrambling to look for these pictures. Or maybe he's gonna try to be crafty, and put Gayle's old face with the sponge rollers on somebody else's body. I don't know. like when I posed naked for PETA, but when I posed naked for them, like my soon-to-be ex-husband was in the room, and I felt very freeing. I didn't have on a bra, but you know, the hair was long enough, but I mean, my hair did slip a few times. I don't know, go ahead, are you gonna release them? Fine, because they're good, it's good under here. It's good. It's good, it's good. And please don't start with that airbrushing thing, because I barely recognize any airbrushing in this picture. It truly is, it was Morel who put bronzer all over my body. He's my makeup artist. He doesn't like girls, so he did it like this. He was very embarrassed to be in the room. The dearly departed Antoine did my hair, but he didn't like girls either. And he was like this. And down below, if you want to know what I had on, honestly, I rolled down the smallest little thong. So there is no total nudity. Rolled it all the way down and pulled it up like a thong, like, you know what I mean? And so if the photographer releases them, I don't care. I really don't care. My son thought that this was beautiful. And you know what I wish I did get? You know what though? You know what I wish I did have? Like, even though women take those pictures naked, you know, when they're pregnant and stuff like that, there's still a sexual origin to them. I don't regret doing that, but I do regret the Tamar belly cast. Remember the belly? Remember she got her, you know, wrapped in like paper mache and it had to harden. And now that's something lovely she has when she was pregnant with Logan. She hangs it on the, it's on a wall in her house. And you know, it's really beautiful. But as far as nudity goes, you all better be careful out here, because one day the person who takes the pictures is going to want to get paid. Maybe they don't, you know, do their bills as well as you. And that's all. Even if you're married, don't do it. All right, that's it for Hot Topics. We got more great show for you, everybody. Up next, the one and only Whoopi Goldberg is here. So